the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias Podcast with Lydell Dinero and Hugo Twilight.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lydell Dinero, and it's time for another episode of the Best of Bias Podcast, coming live from Best of Bias Media headquarters, where don't even worry about it. Mind your goddamn business. I'm just playing. I got AK in the building.
What's cracking?
I got me in the building. What's cracking? And that's it. Ain't nobody else here. It's just us this time. But we talking some important stuff. You know what I'm saying? We talking Moon Knight. Of course, episode 2 just dropped this Wednesday. Got to talk about it. Fantastic episode. And we got to talk some, rapid fire pop culture topics. You know how we get down. Just to update y'all on how we feel about some of these topics before we get into the Moon Knight review. So, yeah, let's get right into it. It's your boy Lydell Dinero. Hey, you ready for these topics?
Oh, yeah, off top.
You ready to review Moon Knight episode 2?
Oh, yeah, off top.
That's what we do. All right, let's get right into it. Firstly, I want to congratulate some sports teams. It's not a sports episode, so I'm not going to get too into it. I'm going to get probably Johnny Mac and Sean E on here to go over some playoffs, because basketball playoffs is around the corner. So we'll get the sports in then. But just want to shout out U.S. men's and women's World Cup. U.S. national soccer team. The men actually qualified for the World Cup this year. And got selected and drawn into Group B. So that's going to be amazing for us to be able to watch this year. Congratulations to them for making it good work this year, guys. In men's NCAA basketball, March Madness, we had North Carolina against Kansas. And in that matchup, it was a great game. North Carolina was up actually 16 going into the half, and that's the most any team has been up going into any national championship game in NCAA history. And it was funny because Kansas came back and won the game, being the biggest deficit anyone has come back from in the national championship. So it made that a really great game to watch. Back and forth the whole way. I was kind of watching it here and there. I wasn't really paying that much attention because, Oregon wasn't in there. So I was like, fuck that shit. But, it was a good game. And on the women's side, South Carolina Gamecocks went ahead and beat UConn in the championship, which is really impressive because UConn, you already know the powerhouse they are. And for South Carolina to come out on top there just gives kudos to the head coach and how dominant she's been over the last couple of years. I think her name is Dawn. Her last name escapes me right now, but she's raw. Shouts out to her. Congratulations to South Carolina Gamecocks women's national championship and Kansas Jayhawks for the men's national championship. But moving on to a little, sorry, we always got to get somber on you. I know I could bring you those somber topics, but the Sacramento shooting, do you hear about that, AK?
Yep, I heard about that one.
Yeah, downtown Sacramento, there was a shooting after a nightclub. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Some were saying it was like a fight, and then somebody just came by, kind of like shooting after the fight and aftermath. But ultimately, 6 people were found dead there, 12 people injured. What do you feel about that? Of course, it's tragic, but
yeah, tragic as fuck. And people just doing stupid shit. I understand how motherfuckers like to have like permanent solutions for temporary issues. It makes no fucking sense. But it was like a couple little 21-year-olds. I think one of them was like celebrating their birthday. A couple other cats that was a little older, but I don't know. That shit's ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, man.
So we sit here always talk about Black Lives Matter and shit like that, but then these motherfuckers is out here like nobody like looking at we always say it to like cops and shit like that, but it's also a bunch of motherfuckers in hoods like where we come from that be just doing stupid, ignorant shit for no fucking reason because I don't even know why.
Yeah, nobody knows why, and that shit's tragic. My girlfriend was actually in Sacramento that night, and just to hear that she was anywhere near in that even area, well, some shit like that was going down, it just kind of made me think like, fuck this. It could have been anytime, anywhere, anything like this could happen anywhere. So it just kind of shakes people to go outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell's going on? Nobody even knows how to act. This time inside is just fucked up people mentally. And when they do go out, they just act wild as fuck and just, I don't know what kind of era we're in right now, or kind of that people just go out and just, let's go shoot up a downtown area, not caring about who gets hit. If the right people get hit, we're just gonna shoot and just see what happens. Like that shit. Thinking you're not gonna get caught. Do you think these people are not gonna get caught? There's cameras everywhere.
Everywhere.
You're gonna got your car, got your plates. There's nothing. They're gonna find you. That you just committed a mass shooting. They're gonna do whatever it takes to find you. So, just I don't know. I guess it goes back to mental health, man. Mental wellness, mental health. Everybody just needs to have somebody to speak to, have guidance, have a person that tells you that the shit you're doing may not be the right shit to do at the time that you're doing. Keep the right people around you, because shit like this, get involved in shit like this is crazy. I don't know. You said it was gang stuff, or was it just like a birthday party?
I don't even know. I just know. I think it was just random people. I know, like one of them was a little 21-year-old who was celebrating their birthday. Another one was a 21-year-old who, I guess,
the people that died.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like,
okay.
I think it was just some random shit. I didn't really look too deep into it. I know they caught the dude, but like,
right, because they were putting it up there with like the Gilroy shooting and shit like that, like random mass shootings. But I felt like this was like a fight or something that just ended up.
Yeah, but like even in a fight, like for you to just like you fight one person and think to shoot that many people,
right?
That's more than just that's just I don't give a fuck, and I'm shooting everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what the fuck it was about.
You shooting witnesses who just witnessed the fight, who was just there, or they wasn't even involved in the fight.
Just out there to have a good time. It's downtown Sacramento, a highly populated area on a Saturday night. You know, there's people everywhere. Like,
I'm saying, like, I think they should have harsher punishments. I think because I mean, you be seeing like motherfuckers in the pen and shit like that, and I understand in some cases, like in feds, when you in there for some stupid shit, like I don't know, smuggling drugs or something like that. Something that's not like not killing motherfuckers like outright. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people who do shit like that, and you can prove without a shadow of a doubt, what it's like if they killed somebody maliciously and it was like some premeditated shit, or just came and did some shit like that and they're a full grown adult, fuck putting their ass in prison for a long time. Just get rid of them. That's taxpayer money. I don't know. That's just me, but
it's wild. But yeah, man, it does seem like it should be harsher punishments for shit like this, because it does need to be examples set that the way that people kind of going about living their lives, and this mentality that if I need to fight somebody, if I lose a fight, I need to shoot them, that type of shit. And the fact that they don't care about innocent lives. What happened to the times where innocent bystanders actually mattered, where people, you don't want to harm people? Take that superhero mentality. I'm not trying to bring any superheroes into this, but they know if you're going to fight somebody, do it in an area where innocents don't get harmed. Take it to the park, you know what I'm saying? Put the weapons away. Everybody want to shoot somebody nowadays, and it's taking more lives than, I don't know. Shit's wild.
That's just petty to me. I feel like nothing wrong with serving out a good ass whooping and taking a good ass whooping. If I mean, you learn from that shit. But you pop a motherfucker, you gonna end up taking an ass whooping eventually, anyways, because you don't get locked up, and you ain't got no guns when you locked up. I mean, you can make some inventive shit, but I mean, for the most part, you don't get caught slipping. Somebody gonna shank the fuck out of you or beat the fuck out of you or something.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they're talking about how in the Chicago Cook County Jail or something like that, they got this thing called Glock Dookies, and it's like shit, semen, and piss all inside a toothpaste tube, and they go and and it's like all fermented, and they go and rob people with that shit, and it's like, they rob them for all their commissary with the Glock Dookie.
Wait, how is this to work? I don't
know. Like, maybe it's supposed to be like it's like poisonous or toxic or something after it's shit.
Maybe I'm like, all right, don't touch me with that shit. Just take me the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Touch me with that shit, and I'm fucking everybody up. But you get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. So I don't know, because I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, not to make it light to any situation of the whole shooting situation, but it's just crazy. I don't know, because I feel like people should own guns for sure, especially for protection and like protecting your homes and shit like that. But when they get used for shit like that, mass shootings and innocents are getting taken out, it's kind of hard to think that. I don't even want to say it. What?
That's the problem. That's the problem. Is like people out here. I'm pretty sure the person who did that didn't own that gun, and it probably wasn't California legal. So
Right.
I haven't looked at the facts on everything, but I put money on that both it wasn't probably legal and it probably wasn't California legal.
Yeah.
So when you're in California, yeah, like of course, if somebody's out here doing some outlaw shit, then you are, subject to be victim to that outlaw, the outcome or whatever. But that's just California. That's pretty much the risk you are out here. It's like,
So
they said, like the best way I say is there was a button right now to get rid of all guns. I'd press that shit in a second but there isn't. So right now, like the fact that California has made it like damn near illegal to have a gun, only people who have guns really are outlaws.
yeah.
People who do shit like this. So when they do shit like that, unlike somewhere like Texas or Nevada, you're gonna get somebody who's gonna quickly react, and it's gonna be a lot less casualties because somebody's there with a gun ready to, defend. Who's probably also, because they grew up in a state where it's normal, they're probably pretty good with using a gun because out here that's not a very common thing. Most people I know haven't even shot a gun. I mean, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I was at the range in Vegas tearing shit up, boy.
Yeah, see, out there you got that real fucking guns. Shit you can't shoot in California.
Oh yeah, people at the range are pulling out them motherfuckers.
Like the most I was doing was like ski shooting and shit out here. I'd go up in the bay, but I did go to Sacramento actually and shoot some. It wasn't like a 50 cal, it was like a couple caliber or something below that shit, but I couldn't hit nothing with that motherfucker. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I feel it. Man. But yeah, rest in peace, everybody out there who experienced that. Everybody that was involved, hope they're getting the mental health and mental, help they need. Because seeing that shit is probably fucking people up as well, or being involved. And I saw videos of that shit, and I was shook up just watching it. Yeah, people people just out there, just hearing the shooting and not knowing which way to go. That shit is just fucking scary, and it kind of like made me super, super scared. Knowing my girlfriend was out there, I was like, fuck, man. It just kind of brought tears to my eyes thinking that I couldn't, if anything did happen, I wasn't out there, you know what I'm saying? And couldn't do anything about it. That shit was crazy. But moving on. Fallout from the slap, man. Will Smith is going through it a little bit. Netflix, Apple, some of his projects that are coming out soon have been delayed. He resigned from the Academy following a lot of the stuff that happened in the Oscars, him slapping Chris Rock. Jada coming out and saying she wishes Will Smith went up there and slapped him. She doesn't condone the slap, but he had enough or some shit like that. How are you feeling about that? How, do you think he deserves it? You think everybody's pointing the finger at Will now?
I mean, he shouldn't have did the shit. That's point blank period. I mean, I thought the shit was fake. It still looked kind of hella fake the way it was. It looked like it was like choreographed or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, for her to say she thinks it's stupid now, I think it's mostly because everybody's giving her slack because they're saying he pretty much did it for her because she gave him that eye. He was laughing and she was the one who looked pissed off at the joke, and then she didn't laugh until after he did what he did up there. So in a way, that was her condoning what he did. But
right, yeah, because he was
I don't know. I seen videos where like recently where like I guess they popped up where she's sitting there recording Will Smith and he's like asking her not to record him. He seems like visually agitated and she's just doing that. See, this is what we have to deal with, and just like basically like not turning the camera off and like not respecting like his boundaries at all.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
You can tell he's like, it wasn't like a joke. He had that look on his face like he was uncomfortable.
And he's tired of the shit. Yeah.
Exactly. And she was not giving up at all, not giving zero fucks, and like saying like the shit she was saying was kind of like just little snide remarks, pretty much.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then
knowing that a lot of the shit that she did is the cause of this trauma right now. August Alsina coming out, dropping another song, trying to put his nose back in the business for clout. It's just.
But not that, but it's like it's a situation where somehow she talked him into saying that it wasn't actually infidelity because we were on a split or something like that. Even though y'all were still married, that's completely infidel. infidelity when you're still married, and also the fact that August Alsteen wasn't like some random dude she met. It was her son's friend, you know, that had mental issues, and she decided to help him out with a little bit of you know mental therapy or physical therapy. I don't know. I don't know
One
how
of the
she.
two.
Yeah, I don't
Mix
know
of
how
the
she
both.
figured. Yeah, I don't know how she figured that's gonna help him mentally. But I mean, I guess it could, but that's just I feel like Will is just a defeated ass dude. So we'll see what
He's probably
happens.
gonna go back into that cocoon now. He came out and wanted to be all in the social media sphere and be out all transparent and stuff. Now it's kind of backfiring on him. And I think we're gonna see him take a little break, and we're gonna,
Yeah.
his movie's gonna get pushed back. He's gonna do some time off social media to get right. Unless it was all choreographed and fake anyways, and Chris Rock is just gonna do his shows and everything's gonna be fine after that. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Chris Rock comes on his social media platform, whatever it is, whichever one he's on, is it Instagram or YouTube or something. And then, I don't know, they probably won't say it's a joke, but they'll probably just like say, do that, just try and squash the beef with that. But it still don't take away from the fact that, you know, this shit happened and
What if they have a movie coming out that nobody knows about?
that would be funny.
Bad Boys 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't know. But yeah, that's just interesting, man. But prayers out to Will Smith and his family, man. I wish the best for him. Everybody's painting him as a bad guy, and I thought this day would never come. What he did was hella stupid, you know what I'm saying? But I wish well for both parties, you know what I'm saying? People are super trying to hop on Chris Rock for the joke he was saying. People are trying to hella hop on Will Smith for, doing what he did. But I hope both brothers are taking some time off and taking time to mentally heal and just. I know probably show business can be crazy. That's why I'm always thinking I want to be rich, more rich than famous, because that fame will do crazy shit to you that make you do shit like slap somebody on stage.
I want the money, fuck the fame. Y'all can have that.
I feel it.
E40 shit. E40.
Only 40 shit. Congratulations, Ketanji Brown Jackson. She actually was just initiated as the Supreme Court Justice, a new Supreme Court Justice. Congratulations to her, because she was being kind of hounded at the confirmation hearings, and it was looking kind of ugly for a little bit. So I'm happy that she was able to get through that and, actually get up there and join the Supreme Court justices of, out there. So clap it up for her, little golf clap, not too loud because we got microphones and shit. Keep a little soft, but we love you out there. We don't know yet, actually. You got some work to do, but we proud of you. Next, what we got? We got the ultimate fake out. The House passes the bill to decriminalize marijuana and expunge, everybody's records who have been sent to jail for marijuana-related crimes. What is it? Lethal? What is it? Whatever. Basically, non-dangerous, really drug-related crimes related to marijuana. But they're saying that the Senate hasn't passed it yet, and it won't pass until the Senate passes it, which is mostly Republicans who won't pass that bill. So I think it was just kind of a pipe dream to pump you guys up and distract you from shit that's going on right now. But it sounded good. It sounded good for a little bit with the pump fake. Even if it does get passed, though, I just feel like our marijuana that we do buy is going to get more expensive because the government's going to be able to tax the shit out of it. And the club prices are going hella high up. That's what I get. I think you can actually sell it. You can sell it on the streets too now after it's decriminalized.
Nah,
I don't know.
It's still a business, so you gotta, you have to report any money, any income you have, and IRS is gonna be on motherfuckers, so they're gonna figure out a way to keep their money.
Okay. All
Same,
right.
same way they did with solar panels. It's like solar panels is power from the sun, but they found a way to make it where, any company that you do, it has to come through the government or whatever.
I feel that. One more thing, boxing, because I know this is up your alley. Do you care about Floyd taking another exhibition match?
Nah, it's goofy.
Against a guy named Dangerous Don Moore. Have you heard him?
Nah, not at all.
Yeah. They're supposed to be fighting on a helicopter pad out in Dubai. So I don't know, or Abu Dhabi, one of those two places. Probably on top of a building or some shit like that.
Probably gonna be hot as fuck.
Yeah,
Shit.
but he gonna get a bag for that. So you know what I mean.
Almost definitely.
Yeah. Last topic before we get into this Moon Knight. Rapper Gunu, who recently got shot, I guess, and passed away, is kind of trending right now in the Twitter sphere, social media sphere. His family propped him up in a nightclub, and had a party for him at the nightclub for his celebration of life. Everybody's twerking, drinking, doing everything. And he was propped up, over everybody in some designer clothes, just watching them dance and party. Not in a casket, but actually out there propped up.
That's gotta be the weirdest shit in the world.
Some people out there, Best of Bias listeners, you may have seen the video. That's just kind of wild. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's their family business to do if that's what that was his last wish before he died?
They can do what they want to. I'm just me personally, like I wouldn't be able to stay at my homie's funeral if like partying and like everybody having fun because I'm just looking at this dude who did that I know. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
To each his own, don't get me wrong. I can't, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't be there. I just pay my respects and bounce out, maybe take a shot and just leave.
Yeah. I feel it. That'd be kind of crazy. That would be kind of crazy. I would be kind of scared, to be honest. What if the body was like swaying and shit? I didn't see the video. There's a video out there.
Just sitting there pointing at you like this.
They keep pouring them shots in this. Yeah. Anyways, you ready for some Moon Knight? Should we take a break, or you want to get into the Moon Knight now?
Oh, we can get into it now.
Let's get into it now. Episode 2, I think it's called Some in the Suit.
Yeah, Some in the Suit.
I'm not even gonna waste your time. Not even gonna hold you. Get right into a brief overview right quick. I'm gonna go turn this fan a little bit up though.
It's getting hot in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird talking to my damn self about this, but yeah, it was a good episode. I like this episode. It was I like the way it was him investigating more of the situation and being like a little kind of a jackass, to be honest. But and him doing a little more investigation. Also, the way it started off with the bathroom thing and how they couldn't see the damn wolf or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, that was my biggest gripe, man. I hate that they can't see the fucking jackal.
Yeah.
That is hella annoying.
That shit was hilarious though. Dude was like he fucked the bathroom up too, so that was a lot of fucking damage. There's no way he wasn't gonna get fired for that shit.
Yeah.
Then he goes to the HR guy and he's like, yeah, you're not alone. It's like, yeah, that's the problem. Pretty much.
The funniest part, he went to the camera guy. He was like, security guard. He was like, all right, you ready? Roll the tape.
That shit was hilarious. He's like, you're gonna see some next level like diabolical, just like up in the fuck out of what you want to see.
Yeah.
Are you crying? Yeah, keep watching.
Keep watching. Yeah, that shit is hilarious. Stephen Grant is hilarious though. But it's funny because I read some more on the bio, and he actually does develop personalities based off people in his life. Mm-hmm. And Stephen Grant is based off of Layla. Okay. You remember because how he says everything he talks, yeah, yeah. And she hella does that when she's riding on the motorcycle. He was like, oh, Mark, you have the suit, yeah? And like talking with the accent and using all the slang that she uses. And then when they go to his apartment, his flat, all the books that she likes are there, all the favorite poems are there, and everything they do is super similar. So I did read that because he actually takes personalities of like Wolverine, Captain America, and other people that he meets along his life. So that's actually an interesting twist. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, and so it's interesting because on this episode, those cops come to his house and were like reading up his file and shit and saw how those people were killed on the archaeological site.
Yeah.
Remember how I told you that's where he became the Moon Knight because he was going on that archaeological thing, and that guy named the Bushman killed the archaeologist and killed everybody there, remember? And yeah, they're gonna introduce the Bushman, I think, in this shit. And I think it's crazy because Moon Knight is fucking known for cutting off the Bushman's face. So, like with his crescent moon, he cuts off his face on more than one occasion. So I think they have to put that in the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have to. How does he keep getting his face back?
He gets resurrected by other gods because he kills them.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Spoiler alert. Yeah,
Okay.
because that's
Oh.
pretty much his ultimate nemesis. Because I think that's gonna probably come up in this episode as well.
So he's like Kenny. That sucks.
It just keeps coming back and gets killed.
Yeah.
But yeah, how did you like his suit that he changed into, the Mr. Knight suit? That's what it's called in the comics.
Yeah, I was reading in the comic that was like when he turns to that suit, he's actually Mark Spector, but he just does it as like a detective or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, it made him like clumsy. I guess it makes sense. That's like they try to change it to where that was his personality, so that's what comes out of it. But I feel like if they do that and he has other personalities, what if those personalities they're gonna have their own version of a costume too? Because
Yeah,
as far as we know, with Moon Knight, he only has I think only those two costumes,
two
right?
costumes. Yeah.
So I don't know how they would do that, but nonetheless, I mean, it was still interesting. I hate the fact that that guy just can't fight for shit. Like if he's supposed to be based on Layla got hands, so he should be able he should be able to at least do something because she be whooping ass and Steven just don't do shit. So
Yeah.
he got a punch in though. He got one punch in.
Yeah, big super punch. But I still don't like the fact that nobody can see it. I read in the comics that I guess that people only that have been close to death or have died are able to see it. And are able to see like Khonshu and other gods like that. Well, obviously you're only able to see your people that you're the avatar of. That's why he's able to see Khonshu and shit like that. And they also said Haro used to be Khonshu's old avatar. How'd you feel about that?
I thought that was kind of, I don't know, the character they're using is a character that wasn't that big, and they're giving him like way more backstory than he had in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, so I don't know. I think that's kind of dumb. I think it makes more. It sounds a little better if it was like some ancient fucking power that was found by Mark Spector, and he's using it rather than like something that's just been being used
passed around.
Yeah. So
but he picks certain people based on their minds that he's able to control. You know what I'm saying? Because Khonshu, he seems like a cool guy, but at times, especially in the comic, he seems like an asshole who's kind of manipulating Mark Spector to do what he wants based on his skills and shit like that. There's also, they said that, well, Haro is now first of all, let me clear this up. He's not Kevin Bacon. It's Ethan Hawke. It is not Kevin Bacon. It's Ethan Hawke. My fault, y'all. They look alike. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the old age. Is that racist? I don't mean it to be. But
no, they look alike.
They do? Yeah. All right. But let me see. Oh yeah. So Amet, he's the avatar of Amet now, who is basically an evil, like fucking demon, judge demon, basically. She's known.
She's like a precog. I'm telling you, she's like that movie with fucking Tom Cruise.
But she's more of a demon though, because listen to this. Her body is known for, she has the head of a crocodile, the upper torso of a lion, the bottom of a hippopotamus. Okay. So it's supposed to be the manifestation of all the deadliest land animals, or well, not land animals, just animals in Egypt, the man-eating animals in Egypt. So that's her actual true form. And she's like a, for sure a demon. But basically, I guess she is a precog though. I mean, what she does is kind of like,
that movie.
Yeah, but she's talking. They baby killing, kid killing. You gonna kill some kids based on what they're gonna do in the future? Like they can't change. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
It's some bad kids. Jeffrey Dahmer kid. Kill that motherfucker.
You don't believe you can change them from becoming those people?
Nah, I mean somebody who eats a motherfucker, that's some shit inside of you. That's like some inside of you shit. You don't just like
literally, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a form of like abuse growing up that would make you want to eat a human being. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But still, like I can't think of nothing.
Electroshock therapy?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe being force-fed people. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. That's some weird shit. But yeah, there's some people in this world that, I mean, I'm sure like all those fucking cartel leaders that everybody loves so much they talk about, you know, I'm sure that if like some of them were, stopped before they were able to kill like millions of people and shit. Yeah, like the ones from Cocaine Cowboys and shit.
I feel it, but shit, it seems like he can kill people at will though, because he killed that old man that found the scarab after he fought the jackal. Remember when the old man picked it up and he took it from him? You think the old man actually did anything? Because he didn't put the cane in between their arms and judge him. He just looked like he just killed him.
Yeah, I didn't see a judgment at all. So probably just killed him.
So yeah, so that's crazy. So also I noticed that Mark Spector is married to Layla and they're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
And the divorce is supposed to be because he doesn't want her to get hurt by being the Moon Knight. So does that mean Mark Spector was going to cheat on Layla by asking that girl on a date?
Exactly what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying? If he's that faithful in love.
Or he was trying to help out Steve. I don't know.
Or he could have been Jake Lockley coming out, then another personality that we haven't met yet.
Yeah, possibility also.
You know what I'm saying? So we never know. It's interesting. A lot of little things in this episode that kind of that tripped me out, especially when he said he lived in his mom's flat, yet he never hears from her. And
she's like, oh, you guys made up, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he, I don't know. That's weird.
Right.
Where is she? Like, why is he staying at his mom's house when she's not home? Does Mark know where she is? Is he hiding her so she doesn't get hurt? You know what I'm saying?
Well, my other question is like, how the hell is he able to have all these damn personalities? There's only so much time in a day. I don't get it, but it's like I understand like if one person is doing the majority of the walking, but I still don't understand also if the original person is Mark Spector, why is he letting the Steven character do the majority of the controlling?
He must have got stuck.
Maybe.
He must have got stuck because once he got out, he said, he can't go back. He said, usually there's a wall between us. And he said, something's different now. And he was able to get out and fucking Steven was stuck. And he's like, I'm going to haunt you forever. I'm going to be in your head forever. Like, God damn. That fool was struggling though. Like right before he changed into the actual, like, actually Mr. Knight, before he jumped out the window or got knocked out the window, that just struggle. He was like, you guys just leave me alone. I can't do it. Like that was tough. I felt for him. It's like, he doesn't know what's going on. This Stephen Grant character really thinks that he's tripping right now. And
I mean, I can feel that, but at the same time, I'll be like, man, like when there's something like a big ass, this big ass beast is coming at you, and you know what happened last time you gave control to him. Yeah.
Might as well.
Like, yeah. Like,
but he literally doesn't know how. He's like,
yeah. And he probably also was like, now he's in love with the Layla chick, so he's like, he has to figure out a way to save her himself.
Yeah, he was spitting game for real with the poetry.
Yeah. But he couldn't fight for shit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was getting fucked up. But yeah, you got to see the endurance of the suit when he fell out the window, hit his head on the pipe or some shit. It was getting fucked up by the jackal. Hit him so hard against the window, the whole car moved and shit like that.
Yeah, or they hit by a car, both of them did. So
yeah, that shit is wild. Also a little twist though. Layla is supposed to be Marlene. Marlene is the archaeologist's daughter who Bushman killed. You know what I mean? So I switched her character a little bit because her name's not Marlene, obviously, it's Layla. So she's supposed to, I think she's still playing Marlene's character, you know what I mean? So that's why she's like, you don't remember me, you don't remember our adventures and stuff like that. I think her dad got killed by Bushman and they had that in their past. And I think it's going to come out a little bit later because they do have that file. You know what I mean? So, yeah, because they can't send jackals at them forever. God damn it, they better not.
Yeah, that would be whack, especially because those jackals, they're not the best CGs. You see them, they didn't show them that great, but when they did show them, it didn't look like, I don't know, kind of like Clone Wars.
It did look kind of bad. Yeah, that's why I was hoping, like, fuck, we can't keep these things that are following him invisible the whole time. I know you guys don't want to show blood and gore and shit, but I did like how he speared the thing through through that spike
Oh
on that
yeah.
shit. The visuals of that shit was hella cool. Of him running across the buildings when he did turn into the actual Moon Knight.
I swear that shit reminds me of fucking this Dying Light game where he's like running and doing all that climbing and shit. All I can think of is that fucking Dying Light game because you do all the same shit on there.
And he has unlimited fucking crescent little things in there to take them out, and they keep coming. That's just kind of cool. I hope that's not his only weapon though.
But like, didn't you say he's supposed to make all those weapons and shit?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, clearly those batons are probably his because other dude didn't know the fuck he didn't know what he was doing.
He's like, it's pretty cool. I like these.
We never even used them. So
he punched dude. He's Fagwan. That shit was hella funny. Did you guys see that? Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I think he does such a good job. I wonder if he's actually really British or not.
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he's not. I mean,
he's doing a great job.
Yeah, I gotta go back and check again. But he's been in a lot of stuff, and I don't think I've ever heard him use a British accent before.
Me either. That's why I was wondering. He's doing a great job at it. Is he actually British or not? But also, I got some things here. I watched a couple of heavy spoiler reviews. We got to see the different kinds of magic as well.
What do you mean?
So we got to see purple, the dark magic, coming from in this episode. We're talking. I'm hella drawing a blank right now. The different kinds of magic in Marvel. Are you aware of the different kind of magic?
Yeah. I mean, you seen them when they're on the Scarlet Witch versus Agatha.
Right. Agatha had the mark. That's supposed to be the dark magic coming from the dark realm, like the ancient one had. Because Harrow has that dark magic. His magic is purple. So we're assuming that his magic is coming from the dark realm as well. And further kind of saying that she's kind of like a demonish. Amet's kind of a demon. But yellow energy in Marvel is cosmic energy. Green energy is kind of like the illusionary. I said energy, magic. I'm saying. Yellow magic is cosmic, kind of like energy magic. Green magic is the illusionary magic, like Loki and Sylvie and them use. And they said red is chaos magic for like Scarlet Witch whenever she has So pay attention to the color of the magics in Marvel. It kind of explains where it comes, where they get their powers from. And I think red, because isn't Scarlet Witch kind of the most powerful of them all?
She is. What is Moon Knight? And Moon Knight's eyeballs turn white, so.
Yeah, I don't really know. They haven't really showed us, because you did mention how Khonshu is way more powerful than he lets off.
Yeah, so he's not really an Egyptian god. He's actually like a more older god than that.
Right. So we're gonna actually see where his power comes from, I'm sure. But yeah, he's actually going up against some other magic that I don't know. It just seems like I don't know what Harrow's actually gonna be able to do besides kill people upon touch. He's obviously not gonna be able to kill Mark Spector because he didn't upon that first time, or when he was Stephen Grant.
Yeah.
Kill him. So I think he's cool on that front, but I don't know. I just hope we actually get to see him fight things that are actually real. I want to see him I want to see him fight actual people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not some real people.
Somebody who's a challenge or something. So,
or maybe even them show us how he killed the people back in the town and shit, because he did shoot some people in the head. And he shot a lot of people in the head, actually.
All the ones that were handcuffed or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and the dude in the truck who's in the truck with him trying to shoot him in the head, and the guy next to him had a gun. He got the gun from him, and dude was just sitting in the back of the truck, hella dead. And he fell out and then blew up the other guy's car from falling. Yeah, shit was wild. So, like I said, they're gonna cut off Bushman's face. I know that's gonna happen in here. So they're taking it to another level. I think, that parental control rating on Disney Plus actually was something that's gonna make a change at Disney Plus. I want to see the darker side. I want to see some faces coming off. You feel me? Anything else that you saw?
Nah, it was a good episode. I'm waiting for the next one. It's funny because like these first two episodes seem to be running kind of slow.
Yeah.
For a season that's only 6 seasons, so that means they only have 4 episodes left to pretty much pick up and give us a good story. Because it's not bad so far. It's just like not a ton of information and not like a lot. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
it just seems like it's not it hasn't picked up yet, but I'm assuming that's gonna do that next episode because like I said, they only have 6 episodes.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting too how Harrow used to be Khonshu's old avatar, because when he was talking to him, he was like, kill him, break his windpipe. so it seemed like he didn't want him to like tell him too much. I think there's like a backstory behind Khonshu and the shit that he has going on. And even when he's told him at the end, he was like, yeah, I'll serve you until I do the last thing you tell me to do, and then you'll let me free or whatever. And he was like, you think your body is yours? It belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think Khonshu does have evil intentions. And I think like he's going to be able to break free of Khonshu towards the end, but still retain the powers.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to do all that, but Khonshu was talking about if he doesn't want to do it, he'll take over Layla's avatar, basically. So,
but I think that's just a threat to keep him going.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna do that shit. What use is that? What skills does she have that Mark Spector has? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help. I mean, I don't really know what powers that he can give yet, because all the shit that I've read
in the comic, Mark Spector, before he ever even got the powers, he's supposed to be like an elite level fighter.
A heavyweight boxer. He was a heavyweight boxer, which he doesn't seem like a heavyweight in this show, but in the comics, he was a heavyweight boxer. And he's supposed to be like well versed in like all martial arts, like a lot of martial arts, weaponry, throwing projectiles, all shit like that. Flying airplanes and shit like that. Obviously, he's supposed to be like a master, like Indiana Jones type, because he goes on hella like archaeologist like kind of missions and shit like that, mercenary missions like that. So he has a lot of backstory and a lot of abilities as a human. So hopefully we get to see the suit and Khonshu enhance those powers. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see the suit do more things. He was doing a lot of running in this episode instead of fighting. So I hope this ain't. It seemed like he didn't know what he was doing too. He was like, whoa. And when he was running down the actual kind of Moon Knight suit, when he was running away from the Jackal, it seemed like he wasn't fully Moon Knight yet either. So I wonder what stage we're in right now. I
don't know, because like in the bathroom scene, he beat the fuck out of the Jackal.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, we didn't get to see the whole fight scene, but here it seemed like he had to do a lot of extra shit just to kill him. But I think it's just he wanted to kill him in a specific way. But at the same time, how the fuck did he know that thing was there?
Right. Yeah. Get a little closer. Like you could have turned around and did that the whole time.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it was still interesting. I liked it. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they've been doing really good with the fighting in all these shows. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep that fighting shit good. So
yeah,
they need to now start showing like more Moon Knight and less, the main character. I mean, unless they like start going into him like becoming a millionaire or whatever. But
they're for sure gonna transition now because they got Steven locked up, and they're gonna be like, okay, this is who he really is. He just got stuck in the Steven Grant personality for so long, and he didn't know how to switch back. That's why Khonshu was like, you said he wasn't gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And he said he won't. He'll fix it and shit like that. So, yep. So I think it's gonna go full force because we're going to episode 3. We're about to be halfway through the episode already. I mean, the season already. So shit needs to pick up like now. We don't want a fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier on our hands. You know what I mean?
Falcon and Winter Soldier wasn't that bad, but it did take a while.
But they weren't able to wrap everything up that they had going.
They rushed everything hella quick.
Yeah. So we want to be able to actually see what's going on and wrap this one up if you're gonna do something like that. Establish the character. I don't know if they're actually gonna pull him into the MCU right away. They might wait for like develop some more characters on a kind of darker kind of MCU and kind of wait for Blade or something, bring him into the MCU or some shit like that.
No, they probably gonna do what they always do. Probably on Blade. I don't know. I think because like they have all these dark characters they're bringing in now because they're gonna bring Blade in. They're gonna have the Black Knight, and that'd be a nice little. They could just make like a little thing with them. I don't know.
That'd be all OP. God damn, that'd be OP.
It would be, but I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with this Morbius character, and I'm assuming that he's gonna stay with Sony because I heard it did garbage, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I heard it had pretty bad ratings, but I don't know what they were expecting to do, how they were expect to blend that, but Sony needs to go. They need to figure out what the hell Disney's doing and just try and copy them.
Yeah, the best they can, and just kind of like hire them for consulting because you're already lightweight in bed with them anyways. Stop trying to be them and just kind of get down and make some bread real quick and can focus on your video games because your video games gonna smash them. you know, I mean, they don't have a system or anything. So your video games and Sony PlayStation is where all you guys are back.
What if Disney came out with a fucking video game system?
That'd be so crazy. That'd be crazy. They should just buy a company. That's what they do anyways, buy everything up.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon should do it too.
I mean, shit. There has to be. I mean, there's rich enough people, and each of these companies have enough technology to come up with a console. But I guess licensing for the games, though, what games could you really have that people will play because of licensing?
True.
You know
That'd be the hardest thing, and not to mention like there's only so much like you can do as far as market of that, because right now it's just Xbox and PlayStation. You put too many fucking variables in there, people can just pick whichever ones they want because you want to play on live nowadays, and the more people, the merrier. And
if it's not those two, you go to Switch, and Nintendo Switch is like a whole nother category for it. Yeah, and Oculus you got now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. But yeah,
there's a lot of shit. But yeah, man. Episode 2 in a nutshell, it was great. Episode 1, I do feel was better because of shit that kind of went down action wise. But this one, I think they're just telling you that now we're going to get full force into Mark Spector. We're showing you the struggles of Stephen Grant. We're showing you how Mark Spector was able to put on the Stephen Grant personality, kind of lay low because he was doing some hot boy shit. And the whole storage scene when he saw a storage container, found the money and the scarab and shit in there. I don't know. I couldn't sleep in no container like that. That shit like hella hot.
Hey, some motherfuckers do that shit up there in the Bay Area. You know that. It's expensive as fuck up there. They go out there and get them tech jobs, make like $80K a year, and just don't pay that rent because that rent be like $3,000 a month for like a 1-bedroom, some shit. $2,500 for a studio. Damn. They rather just go and pay like $400, $500 for a fucking little storage container.
I feel it. I feel he had racks in that bag though. Different kinds of currency. So maybe he goes and spends that, and that's how he gets rich off of gambling or some bullshit. Or cons his way into some money. Conju helps him. Yeah. Do some shit like that. That'd be epic to see, man. We saw a lot. We got to see a lot of unveiling. I think now we are going to see how Mark Spector became Moon Knight. They're going to take us from the flashback to that, how he met Layla. I think that's what we're getting on episode 3.
Probably. I would
back on that.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yep. And then episode 4, 5, and 6 will be the big ultimate because they're obviously gonna let out a Met, and you're gonna see that crazy ass body I was talking about, and then we're gonna that crazy ass body like she batty.
I'm not looking like
hey, but it'd be Angelina Jolie and shit. But yeah, we're gonna see.
Young Angelina Jolie.
I don't know. I just threw a name out there. I was thinking Beowulf when she was like animated and shit.
Oh,
yeah. But I guess this is the part of the episode where I like to let them know where to find you at. AKA let them know.
Kyoji Young, same place as always, IG. Yeah, that's it. Check out some
go music. Download that mixtape.
Yeah. Yep. New shit coming.
You still haven't sent me no beat yet.
I have not. I've been busy.
I've been freestyling on the way to work.
Yeah, get your skills up. My shit is immaculate now, so.
Golly. Well, you know where to find me at. It's your boy, SAC_Lydell on Instagram, Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat. If you're looking for anything for the podcast, it's bestofbias.com. Under maintenance, of course, blah, blah, blah. The Instagram is Best of Bias. The YouTube is Best of Bias. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me under any of the platforms if you want to get some of this beautiful merch. You know what I'm saying? We got hats, dad hats, beanies, bucket hats, trucker hats, anything you want. Best of Bias style. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up in the DMs, hit me up on the website, leave a little comment, leave a little message. And I'll get to you, get your size, get you fitted, get the Best of Bias on your dome, because you know it's where it's at anyways. YouTube videos, go subscribe, like, tell your friends about it as well. Leave comments under there about some topics you want to hear about. We'll throw it on the podcast. Also thank AKA for doing such a great job on these videos. We also got an anime and gaming episode dropping real soon, sooner than you think, so look out for that shit. Yeah. And also watch the playoffs, because, NBA playoffs is coming around the corner. So I'm saying it's the Best of Bias podcast. Anything else you want to let people know before we get up out of here?
Nah, Stay black.
Hey, stay black. Stay black. And if you're not black, stay whatever you are. Just be happy to be yourself. Keep living, keep loving, keep striving, and keep listening to the Best of Bias podcast. The best thing you could do. Where my theme song at? Right here.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to Unitas. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.